Hello friends, welcome to my channel Art and Craft by Padma G. Today I will be sharing with you this beautiful wall decoration, a wall hanging for your room. It could be used for a gift item also. This beautiful art and craft piece is specially done for you all. Let's learn here how to make this. Please do watch the video till the end. Do subscribe. But first, let's learn how to make this beautiful clay process. Let's start the technique. Guys, this is made with chalk powder and Fevicol mix. It is an air dry clay, and this procedure I'll be teaching you in a very simple way. So there's no harsh rules here. It's purely you have to work by instincts. Just do some trial and error and you will love the process. You can have some clay tools ready with you. Some oil, vegetable oil would do. See, here I have created a few pieces already, dried them up. So let's start. The chalk powder packet I cut and take out, say around 1.5 cup in a packet, a polythene packet which you can see. And in it we will pour Fevicol, PVA glue and mix it by the hand. You can wear gloves also, but I use my hand because I have a very strong skin. But you should wash your hands immediately after preparing this dough. So you can see, to change the color, you can use any acrylic paint, a few drops, depending on what color you need, how much consistency you need. You can use a little bit of vegetable oil in it as per the flexibility you want in it, the elasticity that you want in it. So please watch the process. You can add a bit now and then the dry powder, chalk powder, as per the need. With a little bit of oil in your palm, you should be able to clear all the dough paste that is in your hand. So you can see, with a little bit of oil in my palm, I'm able to sort of roll it, knead it as how I need it. In the beginning it will be a little lumpy, it will be very soft, but as you keep kneading it, make sure you make small balls, keep massaging it, keep sort of kneading it, just like how you make dough for breads, rotis, and keep adding it to the pile. So in this way you can add more color if you want darker tone, but over the time the color sort of fades away, leaving it a little soft tint in it. So here you can see I have done a few roses with this color dough. Yellow for yellow, red you will get a pink. For yellow you will get a very soft pastel yellow. So the last bit you can sort of pack it, keep it for some time, and then open it, and then you can take a little bit of oil in your palm. It will be easy for you to sort of hold it in your palm and do the kneading, otherwise it will stick very terribly. So oil will help you to knead it well without the mess. So you can see the process, it's very easy, but yes, in the beginning you might find it a little difficult, but you should give it a trial. So keep massaging, keep kneading it till you get a very soft consistency, soft elastic dough. As you keep doing, just play with it and you'll get a lovely dough. can keep it to rest in a polythene pack, seal it, and keep it for around say 2 to 3 hours so that everything settles down. Immediately if you try to do, it'll be a little bit soft, but if you want to immediately do it also, you should keep it in the open air for around say 5 to 10 to 15 minutes and then again knead it till you get a little bit not a very lumpy dough. You can see there's a little bit of effort in it, guys. So this is after around 1 or 2 hours. I've taken it out of the packet, added a little bit of vegetable oil in my hand, and again I am putting it back. Now I'll take only a little bit of it to use it. So guys, I'll just show you a little bit of how to use the cutters, clay tools to make these flowers. Some flowers might break in the run, so please do not worry for it. So just take how much you need, knead it again, rest you again, pack it up and keep it next to you. Take a little bit of oil in your palm, massage it for some time, and then once you will get to know that the dough is ready. It's not too sticky or too hard. So I'll just show you how to apply cutter on it. So you can roll it with a sketch pen, anything round. You can use any roller you wish to. I've used a marker pen for rolling. Apply a little bit of oil in the cutters so that they don't stick. Press it and there you go. You can use any of these tools to make impressions, textures, patterns. So you can give it a little bent look the way you wish. So these kind of flowers can be created beforehand and they can be dried up overnight for the next day's use. Guys, this present project which I am sharing with you is done with that technique only, that I have prepared the flowers beforehand a day before. So here we use an old cardboard piece and then make a circle, cut it out, and this is another dough. It's a yellow color dough which I had prepared, and this is how I have made the petals, made them in such a way that I want to use it for the flowers of my type. So you saw me making the paste with Fevicol and chalk powder. Make it thick consistency so that you can apply it on this cardboard, a circle which I had cut it out. Use jute on it. I had leftover pieces of jute, so I'm using it this way, guys. You can use it in smaller pieces also, or you can use the entire piece of jute on this cardboard, depending on what kind of a pattern, what kind of a design you want to have on it. You can apply Fevicol on it just to make it little more permanent. So here already dried up petals I had made. I'm just adjusting, trying to make sense out of it, in which way I can make the flowers sit on the base. So I'm making extra paste for the behind of the cardboard. So I'll be showing you how to do the behind of the cardboard the same way like the top layer, but here I am showing you how to use a hook for the wall decoration to hang it on the wall. So this is a twisted wire which I have sort of kept it on the paste, and again I'm applying paste and jute pieces around it, keeping a small gap on top from where the hanging will happen. So guys, you can do the way you wish to. This is just a technique that I use for my wall hanging. You can use bandage cloth also for this purpose, because it is a cloth with threads which are sort of spaced out. It also gives a beautiful texture to any craft piece. So here you can see me, I'm just trying to figure out how to use these dried up petals out of air dry clay, and figuring it out using thick Fevicol PVA glue and sort of making it sit where I want them to have a beautiful place on the base. Guys, just go the way you want it. This is just my way of doing it. These are already done up flowers, dried up flowers, petals, which I am using it here for the deco piece. After this is done, I let it sit for at least 20 to 30 minutes, and then I take this thick paste, glue and chalk powder paste. With the help of a brush, I make textures, thick textures in linear form on the petals. I do it with a thicker layer on top so that I can use a knife to create more linear patterns for texture for the petals. Some of these wild flowers, they have beautiful patterns and they look very, very gorgeous because of this texture on the petals. I make these stems very, very beautifully. I'll roll them in a coil form and then place them the way I want it. I love these natural, beautiful flowers, the way they hang from the trees. This flower pattern looks a bit like the orchids, but it's not an orchid, guys. It is just a wild flower from my imagination, and it relates a bit to the orchid. So you can see me, I've made the leaf also. These are leaves which I have made out of the fresh dough, unlike the flowers which were done up earlier. So guys, you can see I have kept it for dry for at least 2 hours to 3 hours. Then I cut out whatever is remaining, because behind and in the front it is all done. There's a hook there from where it can hang against the wall with a nail. So I keep it for say overnight, let it dry, and next day you can see me, I am applying dark Prussian blue, black and sap green to the base of this deco. Guys, you can use any dark color that you wish to. It could be browns, reds, orange. It could be any color. It all depends on. I love this bluish green. These are my favorite colors, so I'm using it as a base color because my base is going to be somewhat around these colors, a mix of these colors. This is just a fill up, guys. Jute, it's little difficult to fill up, so you can use a little watery paint in the beginning so that it enters all the pores. The pores should be filled up with the paint, so it should be a little watery, not too thick in the beginning. The second coating can be a little thicker on top of it once it's kind of dry. So I'm using a little bit of white also to this mixture of paint, just to have a feel of merged colors of greenish blue, bluish green, whitish blue, bluish white, bluish green again, turquoise green, turquoise, whatever you name it. So this is just a first coat, guys, or maybe the second coat, I think, and then maybe I'll give it another 2 more coats later on. Then I go over the stems, the buds and the leaves, the same color, because anyway I'm going to cover up with different colors later on. You can see I have mixed white to the bluish green, and then I'm just adding it on top, applying it as a base coat. Guys, it's a lengthy process, but then everything will turn up beautiful towards the end. So one should have patience, because it's a beautiful craft, an art piece, and you can't go wrong with it. So you can see me, I'm using a magenta and pink, mix it up, and then I'm applying a base coat to the flower petals. This is more to do a covering for the base so that I can work over it after it dries up. So as I am working, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of shading, what kind of a color will it look good. Here I'm trying a bit of crimson on it, but I think it's a bit too bright and I should retain the magenta look. So I again go over it with a bit of white and then a bit of violet, which I have made from cerulean blue and magenta. So you can see, guys, the process is little complicated as I keep working over and over just to get the right shades that I need. You should be able to make out what kind of a shade that you need for the flower. It may look very different from mine, but guys, anything that you do will turn up great because it's your hard work, it's your talent. You can see the process. It's turning up beautiful. I'm just using a bit of extra white to highlight the center. Again, I'm not very satisfied. I need to make sure that the textures that I had created earlier, they need to be highlighted. So I'm working on the edges again. So because I found it lighter in the beginning, I'm adding a little bit of bluish mauve all around so that it settles inside the linear textures which I had created, and then I'm using whitish pink over it to get the textures more highlighted. You have to keep working till you feel satisfied with your work. So I have done, I think, 3 to 4 times I have worked over it to get the desired effect, which is still not happening. Painting is such a beautiful process, guys. You can never be satisfied with it. You can keep on working and working on it till you feel, yes, finally I have got it right. I'm still not satisfied with the colors. I'm adding on. I've still got lots more to go. The background I'm slightly trying to redo with a little lighter greenish base on top. Because of the textures that I'm getting, because of the jute, it's turning up beautiful. So again, I'm using a bit of white over it lightly. With a dry brush I'm applying so that I get the textures, the linear textures beautifully. It's coming up quite well, and I think I'm almost finishing. I've touched a little bit of mauve magenta on it again because it was turning too dark. There guys, you can see the final effect. I'm done. I've used a little bit of brighter magenta in it to get a brighter look of the flower. So guys, this is a beautiful wall deco item I have created just to share with you. This is my first attempt guys. Hope you enjoy it. Do your own work and gift it to somebody you love. Gift it as a present, gift it as a memorable gift. Use it in your house, use it on the wall, and be happy, proud that you have created it. Guys, thank you for watching. Keep loving my channel. Take care. Bye bye.